Jacksonville Jaguars. Offense is, when consistent, they could be very explosive with that threesome they have over there. So where do they go?
They have to go defensive line with this pick. I think they get Carlos Dunlap out of Florida. Guy can rush the passer, can get after the quarterback. That's going to open up their defense. You do have some talented secondary players that can make plays on the ball with Rasheem Mathis and Cox, a young guy, was able to make some plays on the ball, but you have to get pressure on the quarterback. They couldn't do that last year. Carlos Dunlap is the pick.
Well, the Gators have drafted Reggie Nelson, Derek Harvey out of UF. Now you think they continue the trend with Carlos Dunlap. So Miami at number 12. Where is Jeff Ireland going with this pick?
Well,
I'm sure Parcells doesn't have anything to say with this pick, though.
Well, you look at what the Dolphins need. I think the Dolphins need an inside backer. The best inside backer in the game throughout the college season was Rolando McClain from Alabama. 6'4", 250, can play the run, also can cover, and is a linebacker that looks to hit. That's what is a lost art of linebacker play. You got a lot of wait-and-see linebackers. This guy that brings it to your table, brings it each and every Saturday, so he's going to bring it each and every Sunday for the Dolphins.
That'll be a steal because his pedigree is going to be in the film room, and he's going to be a smart linebacker.
Exactly.
So, number 13, the San Francisco 49ers.
Well, you look at the 49ers, they are in the catbird seat because they can go anywhere. They have 2 picks coming up. So I look at Earl Thomas, the cornerback safety out of Texas. That's a huge pick for these guys because it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Either they can put him at corner because, you know, Nate... Nate Clemens is kind of, has a little bit of contract, but they also need safety help, and he can play 2 spots. So Earl Thomas from Texas, a guy that has ball skills and can tackle as well as can cover. So that's a good pick for the 49ers right there.
Terrell Brown and Dre Bly didn't look so great also, so he could really help him out. Seattle, their 2nd pick in the top 14. Where is Pete Carroll going? He's got a good roster when healthy. How are you going to build the depth there?
They can't pass up on the most explosive player in the draft, C.J. Spiller. They have to go running back. Spiller is a Marshall Faulk clone. Some want to compare him to Reggie Bush at USC, but Spiller is a little bit better runner, inside runner. Pete Carroll recognizes that and will draft Spiller, I think, with that 14th pick to help out the Seattle running game.
And the Giants, a good pick for what they are at number 15. Where are they going to go?
Well, you look at the Giants. The Giants need to go defensive line with that pick because the backer that they wanted in McClain is gone. So you look at they have to go defensive line. They got the best defensive lineman coming in, Morgan Burnett, the DN out of Derek Morgan. Those 2 guys, Derek Morgan out of Georgia Tech. They have to go with Morgan defensive line. You look at Kiwanuka, maybe a free agent. You also look at Umeora. He's not happy, so you have to go with Derek Morgan, the defensive end.
A lot of people like Morgan. The knock on him is, can he bring it every down? Will he be a sub player, or will he be a terror every single down? That's a question mark for him, but he's one of the top linemen in this draft. And for the San Francisco 49ers, again at the 16th pick.
Well, this is ideal for San Francisco. They get the best guard-tackle combo in the draft, Mike Iupati out of Idaho. This guy's a nasty player. The 49ers can use him either at the guard spot, but they also need tackle help as well too, and he can play tackle. So that's one thing that's going to kill 2 positions with 1 stone. It's a good pick for our Frisco.
2-3 years down the line, this guy Iupati can turn into a very solid guard with his size and his ability.
He's a Mike Singletary type of player.
Tennessee Titans at number 17 have a bunch of free agents on defense. Where are they going to go?
I think they go defensive line, defensive tackle Jared Odrick out of Penn State. This is a nasty player, a guy that brings his lunch pail each and every day. Big guy in the middle. You saw what happened last year. Without Hainsworth, they struggled against the run. I like Odrick with this pick. 2
defensive tackles in a row as they drafted Derek Marks of Auburn last year. So they got to keep building on that defensive line because they had trouble there earlier in the year when they were losing. And for the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 18, they could go in a lot of directions. You know what they like to do. They like to draft young players and really coach them up. So where are they going to go?
They wanted to probably have Iupati, but San Francisco scooped him up in our mock draft. In my mock draft, where you look at now, they have to go to their biggest need, which is cornerback / safety. So I think they grabbed Kyle Wilson out of Boise State, guy that's flying up the boards. Ball skills is uncanny, speed is ridiculous, so he can play cornerback. He's a physical guy, scrappy guy, type of players they look for in Pittsburgh.
And the Falcons, you know, they have the prominent offense with a bunch of weapons: tight end, wide receiver, running back, quarterback. That O-line is pretty nasty. but their secondary kind of thin. Will they go with a secondary player?
I think though I kind of like those secondary players that they had. They came on,
Grimes, Chris Houston.
They came on a little bit late in the season, so they actually played up to their potential. So the future is bright right there. They do need some cornerback help. Let's not play ourselves, but they do need some cornerback help. But I think they go defensive line. They need an end, and I think they go with Everson Griffin, the guy out of UFC, to go alongside John Abraham. So they busted on the guy from Arkansas, Jamal Anderson. And so they busted on him. So they need Everson Griffin, the defensive end from USC, to come out and help out the
play opposite of Abraham.
Right, because it doesn't matter who you have back there in the secondary. If you can't get after the quarterback,
exactly,
you're going to get burned. And that's what happened with the Falcons. They couldn't get pressure on the quarterback. So those cornerbacks were struggling trying to cover someone for 5 seconds. Defensive end help they need bad.
And the Houston Texans running game came on a little bit later in the year. Will they go offensive line? Or are they going to keep addressing that defense because they had some great picks on the defensive side of the ball the last couple of years?
Well, they have to go running back. I think they can't pass up on Jonathan Dwyer, guy from Georgia Tech, played out that B position in the option, but he has interior vision. He also has speed to take the distance, and he runs with power. That's what they need. If they can get that power back in that offense, a guy that you have to load up to stop the run, that's going to help out that play action with Schaub and Johnson and Owen Daniels and company. So Dwyer is a big help for and
he's a power back. His versatility is in question. Can he run the routes? But guess what? You got Steve Slayton to do that too. So compare them up and have a great tandem.
Exactly.
And the Cincinnati Bengals at 21, they picked up Matt Jones, a wide receiver. Are they going to keep addressing the wide receiver position? Because we talked about what they need. So what do you think the Bengals got?
Well, the Bengals have some options. Now, they're moving Matt Jones to tight end. So is he a good tight end? Can he play tight end? Can he block? Is he going to be an H-back? I still think they need to go tight end. The best tight end on the board, Jermaine Gresham out of Oklahoma, a guy that can stretch the field. Control the middle of the field is going to allow your outside receivers to make plays. Ocho Cinco and company. Those are really more possession guys as opposed to like the deep guys. Still need a deep threat, but this wide receiver class is so deep that they can get a deep threat in the second round. But I think they go tight end with Gresham.
His physicality is in question, but he is a great pass option for Carson Palmer. And New England Patriots at number 22, where are they going to go? Because in our team needs, we say they need some help in a lot of places.
Well, they need to get after the quarterback, and one thing you want to do is get the best sack rusher in the draft. Jerry Hughes, defensive end / outside linebacker from TCU. He can play outside linebacker in 3-4, but he is a terror coming off the end. He's about 6'2", 6'3", 248.
Perfect elephant position size.
Right, and he can get out there and rush the passer, and they're going to use him all over the field, so that's going to be an influx of talent. They're going to get, that's a great player for the New England Patriots to get right there at that spot.